Today, we are working to find the percent of a number. So we know the percent means out of 100, and if I take a problem kind of like this, where I want to know what 25% of 100 is. Well, we can figure that out in our heads a lot of the time, because 25% of 100 is 25. That's pretty easy to do. But what happens when it becomes a little bit more difficult? What happens when I want to find 25% of 50? That's a little bit trickier. So these are the steps we have to take. First of all, when we read the word of always means multiply. And I remember it like this. When I see the word of, I want to cross it out. I want to get rid of it. And that means multiply. Also, I can't multiply a percent. It doesn't quite work for me. I need to change that percent to a decimal. So in order to change it to a decimal, well, my decimal point's over here. I move it over 2 spots. Because you remember last time when we had a decimal and we wanted to change it to a percent, it was the other way around. If I had a decimal 0.25 and I want to change it to a percent, I move it this way. 1, 2. And it's 25%. But if I want to change a percent to a decimal, I need to move it over to the left twice. So when I want to find 25% of 50, that means I have 0.25 times 50. And it doesn't matter which number goes on the top or which number goes on the bottom. I like to write the easier number to multiply on the bottom. So here we go. 0 times 5 is 0. 0 times 2 is 0. Put my happy smiley face. There he is. 5 times 5 is 25. 5 times 2 is 10. Plus 2 is 12. Add them up. Where does my decimal go? Well, I have 2 scoops over here, so I have 2 scoops over here. So I have 12.50. 12.50. That is my percent. I'm sorry, my answer. 25% of 50 is 12.50 or 12.5. So my steps are move my decimal point over twice, or turn my percent into a decimal, cross out the of, make it a multiplication sign, and then multiply. Let's try another one. Let's say you want to find what 15% of 80 is. First step, cross out the of, make it a multiplication sign. Second step, move my decimal point over 2 spots. So my new sentence is decimal point 15 times 80 equals blank. Okay, I have to change this multiplication sentence because I can't do it this way. So decimal point 15 times 80 equals 0 times 5 is 0. 0 times 1 is 0. Mr. Surprise Face. 8 times 5 is 40. 8 times 1 is 8. Plus 4 is 12. Add them up. 0, 0, 1, 2. My decimal point goes 2 spots over because I have 2 decimal places in my problem. My answer is 12. So 15% of 80 is 12. Those are my steps to find the percent of a number. Good luck on your homework tonight, and I'll see you tomorrow in class.